This is Epic Book Recaps, a podcast that offers complimentary audio summaries of influential nonfiction books, making learning a smarter experience. What the Most Successful People Do Before Breakfast by Vanderkam. Have yourself a mindful morning. A high number of individuals frequently experience the swift passage of mornings, leaving them with a sense of unaccomplishment. This is a sentiment echoed by Vanderkam, who identifies these feelings of helplessness as we watch the clock ticking away while we engage in less essential tasks. The sad truth is that we often sacrifice crucial and potentially life-altering pursuits in the process. Drawing on her personal experiences, Vanderkam provides an insight into the daily morning struggles she faces as a mother and a career woman. Balancing her duties in both domains, she constantly strives to maintain an optimal mindset. Just like Vanderkam, we constantly grapple with similar issues. Frequently, even after making it to work in the morning, we find ourselves consumed by non-essential tasks such as responding to emails or mindlessly browsing the internet. As the dawn gives way to daylight, we often find that our precious morning hours have been squandered, along with our energy reserves. Vanderkam suggests a more productive approach by proposing 3 transformative activities for our mornings. Structuring your morning routine to enhance your professional growth. Devoting quality time to your family. Allocating time for personal pursuits like hobbies, meditation, workout, or prayer. The chaos and unproductivity that are typically associated with mornings can indeed be defied. Individuals who have tasted success recognize the importance of spending the morning hours productively. To illustrate this, Vanderkam references prominent personalities like Steve Reinemund, PepsiCo's former CEO chairman, and James Citron, a renowned author and expert on leadership and recruiting, whose morning practices significantly contributed to their stellar accomplishments. Remember, your morning rituals should not be punitive. Engage in activities that you genuinely enjoy. Laura Vanderkam. Several people attempt to establish a routine but fail to maintain it consistently. However, these inconsistencies can be overcome, and the required willpower can be cultivated to ensure the routine's success. Your strongest willpower is reserved for the morning hours. What differentiates an average worker from a successful one? The former often postpones the most challenging tasks until the evening, fearing to face them. Consequently, these tasks often remain unaccomplished due to the exhaustion accumulated throughout the workday. On the other hand, successful individuals understand that productivity begins at sunrise, and replicating the willpower that fuels the morning hours is a challenge as the day progresses. Remember, your willpower doesn't recharge during the day. Therefore, using it wisely is the only option. Traditional workers usually reserve their evenings for workout sessions. However, it often becomes challenging to find time for exercise amidst looming deadlines and constant pressure from the boss. On the contrary, individuals serious about fitness prefer to work out early in the morning. Cultivating such a discipline requires immense commitment and can only be achieved by those willing to defy the morning madness. As highlighted in a study by Roy F. Baumeister, a distinguished social psychologist, willpower diminishes with increasing exhaustion. To draw a parallel, consider how our muscles also succumb to fatigue. Similarly, our determination dwindles as the day progresses. You may have noticed how the frequency of impulsive lapses increases as the day proceeds. For instance, if you are following a diet, it is much easier to resist indulging in prohibited food items during the morning. However, as your self-discipline depletes, you start making concessions during the evening. Just like bodybuilders endure pain to gain muscle mass, you can develop resilience by transforming tedious tasks into habits. Your self-discipline is often distributed across various activities, such as work tasks, critical thinking, communication, and maintaining an online presence. The wisest decision would be to tackle the most challenging tasks, like working out or mundane work, when your willpower is at its peak. Over time, these unpleasant activities become more habitual through persistence and repetition. Once you reach this stage, embracing early morning productivity becomes effortless since these activities have now become habitual. Additionally, accomplishing these tasks no longer drains your endurance, leaving you with more energy to tackle other demanding tasks during the day. Brushing your teeth provides a perfect example. A habit doesn't require extra willpower for its execution. Once habits become ingrained, they function as automatic processes and consume less willpower. Tilda Roy F. Baumeister, Ph.D. Prioritize your tasks in the morning. For most people, morning routines appear immutable. Wake up, freshen up, make breakfast, get ready, and head to work. However, this doesn't necessarily need to be your routine. You can redesign your mornings to invest your time in performing tasks that are important rather than urgent. Reserve the afternoon for your job, but devote the morning to your career. Although household chores like laundry or mowing the lawn may seem urgent, most of these tasks can be automated thanks to technological advancements. Therefore, they shouldn't consume your mental space, which could be used to concentrate on more critical tasks. James Citron emphasizes the importance of dedicating our mornings to crucial tasks. He himself exercises during the morning hours, rising before 6 a.m. daily. Interestingly, 18 of his high-ranking executives also rise early to engage in essential activities. Non-urgent yet significant activities, such as reading, writing, and meditation, require extra motivation. These activities have the potential to transform your life over the long term. However, as instantaneous results are not visible, your willpower helps you persevere. Therefore, morning is the ideal time to engage in non-urgent tasks. Successful individuals utilize their mornings to foster one of these three aspects: their careers, relationships, or personal growth. Let's consider your career as an example. To nurture it, you need to invest time in activities that you usually don't get to address during your workday. Emails can be answered during regular working hours. Morning tasks should involve long-term activities that require consistency. For instance, studies suggest that writing small portions every day is more effective than writing extensively in one sitting. Small steps gradually form a habit. Debbie Moysikin, an executive in her company, was determined to foster a collaborative culture. She implemented an open-door policy to address emergent or common issues. However, with her schedule packed with daily meetings, Debbie found little time to work on her projects. Consequently, she decided to allocate her morning hours to them. During these hours, she didn't need to worry about interruptions. As a result, she could devote the rest of the day to nurturing the office culture without compromising her projects. Spend your morning hours on people who matter. Your relationships form another cornerstone of a satisfying life. However, by the time you return home from work, exhaustion often undermines the quality time you plan to spend with your loved ones. Therefore, your mornings should be used to strengthen relationships. Regardless of your circumstances, it is crucial to develop a strategy that optimizes your mornings. Catherine Beaumont Murphy, a former counsel at Saul Ewing Arnstein and Lair LLP, realized that she didn't have time for her daughter due to her late working hours. Family time is an investment that you must never negotiate at the expense of love. She soon discovered that her law firm didn't encourage early start times. Instead, the company valued employees who worked late hours. To break this unproductive cycle, Beaumont altered her routine. She began going to bed early to have more time in the morning. She would then spend the early morning hours with her daughter, who also enjoyed the new routine. This new arrangement impacted the entire family. Everyone began waking up early for the breakfast special. Interestingly, despite arriving at the office later than usual, Catherine's productivity remained unaffected as she continued working in accordance with the late hours policy. Catherine's experience inspires us to diversify our mornings. Engaging in intimate activities with your partner might seem provocative in this context. However, quality intimacy requires energy, which is primarily available in the morning. Besides, maintaining physical intimacy is crucial for a healthy relationship. Subsequently, you can arrange a family breakfast while everyone is still at home. Career and family are two pillars that support a fulfilled life. Personal development is the third pillar that deserves a slice of your morning schedule. When we are overwhelmed by our responsibilities and commitments, self-care is often the first thing we compromise. As your task load mounts, you start depriving yourself of adequate rest to meet deadlines. To practice self-care, you need to identify what you desire. It could be staying fit, writing, reading, meditation, or praying. You can do anything you wish to look after yourself by waking up early and making time for these activities. Did you know? An average individual aged between 30 and 45 wakes up by 5:59 a.m. However, they usually don't start their official duties until 8 o'clock or 9 a.m. Envision your future, but don't neglect the present. We have control over our morning routine. However, we often hamper our progress by clinging on to seemingly unavoidable practices. Fortunately, there are 5 habits that we can develop to bring about a change in our routines. Let's explore the first 2. Keep a record of your time expenditure. Just like mornings, nights are also crucial periods that we often neglect. Our pre-sleep activities significantly influence our state after waking up. Documenting the activities that occupy our night hours can help identify the culprits that drain our energy. In simpler terms, we need to pinpoint the unavoidable tasks that keep us awake late. For instance, cleaning the house at 10:30 p.m. might seem justified when there's no time during the day. However, the dishes will be dirty again in the morning. Clean windows won't enhance our lives at this hour either. Cleaning tasks can be scheduled for the weekends, just like watching our favorite TV show. Sleep should be given priority. Mornings can become a significant source of frustration if wasted on insignificant activities. Older children can prepare their own meals and get ready for school, so can our partners. Responding to emails at 7 a.m. is also pointless since the senders don't expect a reply so early. Keeping track of all the idle activities will help us utilize our 168 hours in a week more efficiently. Visualize your ideal morning. The concept of an ideal morning varies for each individual, depending on their interests, concerns, relationship status, etc. Visualizing our most productive routine sets a productive rhythm for the rest of the day. Activities that inspire us regularly, such as yoga, painting, reading, gardening, should be incorporated into our morning routine. Envisioning our perfect morning creates a sense of anticipation. Living out this vision harnesses this anticipation to foster progress. Laura Vanderkam's morning begins with a run, unless she's in a romantic mood. She then enjoys quality time with her family over breakfast. She dedicates the remaining morning hours to her career, writing a book and creating blog entries. Identify the balance between your needs and aspirations and structure your morning routine accordingly. Ignite your aspirations, but be prepared for a reality check. By now, you've tracked your time for a week and formulated a mental image of an ideal morning. It's now time to bring this image to life. To figure out the logistics, you need to answer the following questions. How much time do you need to establish this ideal routine? What changes can you implement to realize this dream? If you wish to cook in the morning, you might need to wake up earlier. This implies that you can no longer stay up late. A journey without a plan is susceptible to calamities. Focus on simplifying your morning rituals. Having developed a clear picture of what you wish to include in your morning schedule, it's time to implement it. Extracting maximum utility from your morning begins with a plan. A visual time division of necessary activities helps maintain a connection between your morning and the rest of the day. Develop a habit. The advantage of adopting one habit at a time is the rechanneling of our morning energy into productive yet new activities. Monitoring our progress is crucial since transforming new activities into a routine takes time. Learning a new habit becomes easier when it's enjoyable. If your morning routine includes delightful activities, your motivation to get out of bed increases exponentially. Always reward yourself upon successfully acquiring a new habit with a treat, new clothes, etc. Make adjustments as required. Your morning rituals should not be rigid. They can be modified to suit your new job, location, status, or responsibilities. The key is to make the best use of your mornings. Life is unpredictable. It's easy to discard your ideal routine if unexpected situations disrupt it. Therefore, your backup plans should have backup plans. Laura Vanderkam had to temporarily give up her passion for running during her first pregnancy. She decided to allocate the time she used to spend on running to other self-enriching activities. After giving birth, Vanderkam resumed her 45-minute run. Such adjustments are bound to occur from time to time. Be prepared for them. Many people believe that sleeping longer in the morning enhances productivity. After all, more sleep equals more energy. The importance of rest cannot be overstated, and sleeping is the best way to achieve it. However, this belief is flawed. We need to sleep early and wake up early. Why? Sometimes, when we are asked what we did during the week, our response is often work. Although we do much more than that, other activities often slip past our conscious awareness. The morning is the time when our productivity is at its peak. Therefore, it's essential to seize control of our awareness from dawn. Our creativity is brimming and ready to be harnessed. Undoubtedly, it's challenging to modify our habits to appreciate the beauty of the morning, but the rewards are well worth the effort. Dedicate your mornings to activities that promote your professional and personal growth and enhance your relationships with your loved ones. The key here is not to postpone these activities until later in the day, or worse, the evening when we are completely drained and numb from the day's work. Experimenting with our morning routine is an excellent exercise for your brain. Adopt several essential morning routines like meditating or working out, enjoying quality time with your family over breakfast, or staying updated on the latest trends in your professional field. In the morning, our willpower is much stronger than in the evening, making the early hours the most suitable time to improve your life. Do this. For a week, document everything you do during the day per hour. You don't need to calculate the minutes. Rough estimates will suffice. Categorize the activities into important and unimportant ones. Attempt to reduce the time spent on unimportant ones to make room for the other category.